Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I am joined today with two very special guests. One from my hometown and one from the future. I would like you guys to welcome Scotty and Paul from the Escape Podcast.
I thought it wasn't half bad.
Okay, shut that off, because...
No, Scotty, we're supposed to... That's only if he says Escape Podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, this is Paul Anthony from the Escape Podcast, and I'm going to throw it over to Scotty from the Escape Podcast.
Hello, my friend Thaddeus. This is Scotty McLaren here, of course, from Australia. Yes, I am in the future, and I was just having a chat to Doc Brown, mate, and he said that he needs to go back to the future.
Awesome. Because, I mean, let's face it, we all want to drive in that DeLorean, right? I mean, that's...
Absolutely.
Did you guys know that a DeLorean can only go 88 miles an hour? That's like the only speed on a DeLorean.
Well, DMC actually says that they're re-releasing it possibly in the future, and it's actually going to be able to go 188, I believe I saw. Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
I think I had a station wagon that could go 188 once. Now, today, all right, we got some really cool information. Today we're going to be talking about two things. Okay? We're going to be talking about the Emperor's Command Shuttle and possible Star Wars Episode 9 titles. All right. Now, the kit should be coming out sometime in the next week. Right? We should be getting information for it. I mean, because the event starts, what, like on the 9th, 7th?
Yeah, the event starts Friday night
when Friday night.
We're going live.
Yeah. So we need to be able to see what the kit looks like in order to know whether or not we're going to, hardcore farm this guy. Right?
I mean, all the endgame players are going to anyway, but, we were... You told us to brainstorm ideas. The thing is, I actually played the X-Wing miniatures game, and the Lambda, while it's not very powerful right off the bat, it is a huge tank. I think this thing's going to be a tank. I think that that it will have a high protection and health pool, but it won't have defensive stats. It's going to be kind of a soft tank, but it will also be a debuff. Any debuffs on your Empire team is what I'm thinking. That it's just going to go ahead and waste those away. Kind of like what the Millennium Falcon does when you get 3 debuffs on a familiar rebel ship. I think this is the answer to that for Empire.
Okay.
And I think that the name of that ability is going to be good. Good.
Do it.
Oh, that's the AoE ability. I think that the AoE is going to be do it.
Do you guys think that this is going to be a counter to the Millennium Falcon?
Absolutely, because I think that the third ability is going to be called If You Strike Me Down. That's why I think it's going to do it.
I fear that it will be a answer to the Millennium Falcon, because me being a bounty hunter aficionado, if you will, in my game, I was right there ready to go when this event dropped. Got the Millennium Falcon. I'm now sitting pretty at #1 in my arena shard every day, thanks to a little bit of a shard chat agreement. But nonetheless, I'm still getting the 400 crystals a day, which hopefully won't all end up going to, refreshing energy for this thing.
Yeah. Which in a very well could. I mean, I think that it definitely has the potential to do that. If it is the counter.
But so soon.
I don't know.
We only get a couple of days with it, though, guys. We only get a few days, and I think that's the whole idea of the chase. I mean, you've got to just stop what you're farming, go crazy with it for a couple of days, and then it'll come back in like a month's time, and then it'll be one of those things, those ships that we get over the course of about 6 or 7 months. I reckon this is how it's going to play out.
I think you're right, because there is a cap on how often you can refresh your energy. And I mean, even high-end players, I have a hard time believing would spend. No, they would totally do that. They would spend the money to do that. But I mean, when I had a test account, you could refresh so many times and spend thousands. I think I spent in one day just on one energy farm like 20-something thousand crystals, just farming one energy, because it was, you know, it was 200 or 50 and then 50, then 200, then 200, then 400, and it keeps going up. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like 12,000, but that's still
isn't 400 the cap, or is there a higher cap? Because I've only seen 400.
I've seen it get up to 800.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I've seen it get. I've never seen it get higher. I mean, I've seen it get pretty high, and I'm gonna say it was. I want to say it was like 3,600. Was what I saw.
Wow.
And maybe it's because I was on a dev account, and that might be what it is. But I do think, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this one. But if you start spending more, like with crystals and buying stuff in certain areas, that the ability to farm in those areas increases.
That's right.
I've never seen that. I think it's. Is
it a myth, an urban legend?
I think it's an urban legend, because today I didn't spend any, and on 20 pulls of Canderous, I got 0.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then and that was after I spent crystals. The time before that, I got 11. So it kind of evened out.
Yeah. You must be getting mine, because I've been getting like 2 and 3 when I farm. But
I pull about 5 per 20. I pull about 5.
Yeah, that's nice.
The highest I actually got with Bastilla. This is of course Bad Stilla. For her, I actually managed to get 11 shards out of her on a couple of refreshes the other day, and that was just in one go.
That's nice.
So, yeah, I was quite stoked about that. So, yeah, very happy.
I don't blame you.
Do you think that the Galactic Chase card is a Visa or a MasterCard?
It's the black card, whatever it is. It's the black platinum no limit card. So,
like true.
So it's the American Express.
Yes, then. It's everywhere you want to be. So,
in some places I shouldn't, like this game.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
But mate, look, I wanted to throw out there, if you wouldn't mind, Thaddeus, that, look, there's been a lot of news about, look, the ships is great, but, with episode 9 coming out very, very soon, are we going to be seeing some more ships and other characters from episode 9? Maybe we'll see Amara Jade, perhaps. Do you think that'll happen?
Oh, yes, I absolutely do.
I want Hux. I want Hux.
I don't think we'll see Amara Jade until at earliest this time next year. Because if it is Mara Jade, they are not going to give that as a teaser, as a spoiler anywhere before the movie. I mean, that is fan service 100%, having Mara Jade in the movie. And Kerry Russell, which is who I'm thinking it's going to be, it would make sense. But having her in the game before she's introduced in the movie, I just don't see it happening. We still need Snoke. We still need Hux. The Praetorian Guards, I don't know why we don't have any of those. I mean, there's still a lot of characters from episode 8. Even, episode 7, we could still pull quite a few, I think, from 7 into
the Rathtar. But I want to throw out there, a couple of some ideas that I had, guys, because look, for episode 9 in terms of the title, look, that's coming out very soon. I mean, Super Bowl let us down. They didn't actually release any trailers for episode 9. So I've actually been speaking to the guys at Lucasfilm, and some of the ones that I've actually heard floating around for the episode 9 title include Revenge of the Porg, The Last Jedi Take 2, Sirius, and The Ray of Light.
The Ray of Light. I love it. I have a question, and I think this is a very serious question that we all need to consider. What does porg taste like?
Back in those.
It's like chicken.
I mean, yeah, that couldn't have been the first porg that he cooked.
I mean, it was neatly done. Yeah. I think Chewie has certainly had porg delicacy before.
Seriously. I mean, do you think it's gamey or I don't know.
It tastes like KFC, man.
Oh, I hope
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I reckon it does.
I love KFC, man. So Paul, do you have any ideas for the title of the episode 9?
I would say, they keep saying the Skywalker Saga. I just think maybe episode 9 is just Star Wars episode 9 Skywalker.
Huh. I could see that. I mean, it would break with the tradition that we've seen so far. But I think, I don't know. So here's the thing. I think we're going to get one soon. Mark Hamill posted shortly after the Super Bowl. I think it was like hours after the Super Bowl. He's like, "Are you sad? Are you upset? Were you let down?" And he went off. He's like, "Don't worry, nerds." And let's face it, he was talking directly to me. And he's like, boom, something's coming. Actually, what he said was Futurama got it right. And Futurama, for those of you who are in the know, the Futurama episode 9 was Star Wars episode 9, Yoda's bar mitzvah. So,
well, the worst case scenario, we have to wait until the middle of April.
Yeah. You're
going to get your tax return, and then you're going to go pre-order tickets.
Yep.
That's going to happen.
Yep. My goal with YouTube in general is 2 things. I want early access to Star Wars novels and early access to the movies. And that's it. I mean, I like doing these things. It's a lot of fun. But really that's what it comes down to. Early access to those 2 things. So,
either way, I do, radio and broadcasting and entertainment actually for the love of just doing entertainment. But I got to admit, those perks are quite nice, aren't they?
Oh, they would be. They would be. I got to say, there's been a lot of really cool stuff out there. We have Mark Hamill saying that. Anthony Daniels even said something similar. Now, it could just be Anthony Daniels being weird. He does play C-3PO. So I think that
the only character to appear in every single movie.
That's right. That's right. And I think that could have gotten to his head. I don't know. The power. Or quite possibly Anthony Daniels is Emperor Palpatine. I'm not going to rule it out. I'm not going to rule it out.
We all know that Emperor Palpatine, Sheev, but called by his close friends, was just a man.
Just a man
who learned from the great Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Yeah. AKA Darth Jar Jar. I mean, I think we're all on the same page with that. So.
Radio does not lend to me shaking my head at you.
So, all right. Well, I will leave it at that. So,
yeah. Scotty, why don't you go ahead and sign off for us here? We've had some great times with you, Nerdy. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure has been all mine.
Been an absolute pleasure, man, to have us on the show today, man. So thank you so much for helping us out with the Escape Podcast, and mate, we'll hopefully talk to you very soon. Bring on BB-8.
That's right. All right. Thanks. You guys can be found on Fridays.
We can be found, yes, Friday nights at 7:30 on our. Go ahead and throw a link in there if you'd like.
Absolutely.
We broadcast live on there. We're going to be found on major platforms, iTunes, Google Play, everything. As soon as the show comes out, we're still nailing down the exact things because this is our first week of actual live recording. So we're nailing down exactly our release times, but I would say no later than Monday.
All right.
Yeah. Make sure you join us. And Thaddeus, thanks for being a believer too, man. We appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, anytime. And hey, since you are in the future, if anything happens that we should be aware of, let us know. Send some stuff back. If the world ends, give us some time, right?
Absolutely, man. I'll let you know.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So thank you. Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Join us on goingnerdy.com. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And as always, my friends, stay nerdy.